Ever wondered if there's more to life than working nonstop or worrying about having enough money when you're older? For many people in the middle class, this is a real concern. The middle class often ends up stuck in a cycle where they work hard and keep up with a lifestyle that always demands more money. This cycle is often called the rat race, a never-ending competition to climb higher and earn more. Unfortunately, these habits can trap people in a corporate job until they're 65 or even longer. But there are ways to break free from this cycle, and in this guide, we'll explore 8 tips to help you break free of the middle class and live a more fulfilling life on your terms. So, let's delve in. Number 1. Avoid habitual borrowing. Borrowing money, it's like a double-edged sword, right? It can totally save your bacon when you need a hand covering unexpected expenses or making big purchases. But here's the kicker. It's easy to get comfy with that borrowing habit. Next thing you know, you're relying on loans for everything, splurging on stuff you can't really afford. And that's where the trouble starts. You're stuck in this never-ending loop of borrowing, paying off debts, and then borrowing again. It's a stressful party with anxiety as the VIP guest, and trust me, it's not a cool place to be. But hey, breaking free from this cycle isn't rocket science. First off, creating a budget is like your superhero cape here. It helps you see exactly where your money's coming from and where it's going. And once you've got that down, you can start cutting back on unnecessary expenses. That's your ticket to stop borrowing unnecessarily. Plus, there's boosting your income. Think side hustles or taking on extra gigs. The more you rake in, the less you rely on loans, and the quicker you kick that debt to the curb. Tracking spending and boosting income? They're like your secret weapons in this battle against the borrowing cycle. Number 2. Avoid trying to look rich and keeping up with appearances. You know, it's pretty common for folks to get caught in this trap of trying to flaunt a lifestyle that they can't afford. Buying flashy stuff, hitting up expensive spots just to impress others. But here's the scoop. This whole charade can lead to a heap of financial trouble down the road, keeping you stuck in a loop of money woes. The ticket out? Live within your means. Skip the splurges and focus on building your savings and investing in your future. That's the real deal for building wealth and locking down financial stability. Here's a hot tip. Swap chasing after pricey things for experiences that truly light you up. Instead of that designer bag, how about moments with loved ones or diving into a hobby you've been eyeing? It's about finding joy in what you do rather than what you own. Remember, wealth isn't just about the cash stash. It's about how you handle it. Keep your eye on the prize, live within your limits, and watch those financial goals turn into a reality. Break the cycle, switch up your game plan, and you'll be cruising towards lasting financial success. Number 3. Avoid buying more liabilities than assets. Let's break down this money talk. So, you've got these two buddies in the finance world, assets and liabilities. Think of assets as the cool guys at the party. They're the ones bringing in the cash or getting more valuable over time. Like real estate, stocks, or even that side hustle you've been thinking about. On the flip side, liabilities are the party crashers. They're the ones eating up your money. Car loans, credit card debts, mortgages, you name it. Now, here's the kicker. A lot of folks end up inviting too many liabilities to the party, forgetting about the cool income-generating assets. Let us paint a picture. Imagine you're blowing all your cash on flashy cars, maxed-out credit cards, and a giant mortgage. Suddenly, you realize you're broke and can't afford to invest in things like rental properties or dividend-paying stocks, the real moneymakers. It's like trying to look rich without a bank account to back it up. The key? Flip the script. Prioritize those income-generating assets, let them do the heavy lifting, and watch your financial stability soar. So, whether it's a rental property, stocks, or your side gig, let those assets be your financial wingmen, supplementing your income and giving you that sweet stability. Cheers to smart money moves. Number 4. Keep track of spending. Not keeping tabs on your spending is like driving blindfolded. It's a recipe for financial disaster. When you're not mindful of where your money's going, overspending becomes way too easy. Suddenly, you're staring down a mountain of bills that seems impossible to conquer. But hey, here's the beacon of hope: creating a budget. It's your superhero cape in the world of finance. With a budget, you've got this bird's eye view of your cash flow, knowing what's coming in and what's flying out. It's like shining a light on those sneaky places where you're splurging too much. And let's talk about tracking expenses, your trusty sidekick in this budgeting adventure. Whether it's using a fancy app or a good old spreadsheet, tracking your expenses is like holding a magnifying glass to your spending habits. Suddenly, you spot those areas where you're dropping cash like confetti, maybe too much on dining out or those entertainment nights. That's where you go, time to rein it in. Bottom line, budgeting and tracking spending are your dynamic duo in steering clear of financial chaos and making those savvy spending decisions. Number 5, grow beyond the savings-only approach. Imagine your money is like a garden. Saving money is like watering your plants regularly. It's essential to keep them alive. But if you only focus on watering and forget about giving your garden some sunlight or adding new plants, it might not grow as lush and diverse as you'd like. Similarly, solely relying on saving money can limit your financial garden. It's like having a beautiful garden, but missing out on the chance to make it bigger and more diverse. The truth is, the more sources of income you have, the more you can save and invest, ultimately growing your wealth garden into a thriving forest. To escape this savings-only trap, think about planting new seeds, like taking on a side gig or starting a small business. These are like adding new plants to your garden, giving you more sources of income. Also, consider nurturing your garden by investing in different things like stocks or real estate. These are like adding sunlight and nutrients, helping your wealth garden flourish. Another thing to consider is choosing the right gardening tools. Improving your skills and education is like upgrading your tools, making it easier to tend to your financial garden. So, don't hesitate to attend workshops, take online courses, and network. It's like getting better shovels and watering cans to make your garden even more fruitful. Number 6, avoid choosing the wrong partner. Falling into this trap can mess with your finances in more ways than one. Think about it. You're a money-savvy squirrel squirreling away for the future, but your partner's more of a spontaneous spender, dropping cash on the latest shiny thing. That clash can spark some heated debates, right? Or maybe your partner's all about the buy now, pay later lifestyle, which ends up being a constant financial roller coaster for both of you. Honestly, being on the same financial wavelength is like relationship fuel. It's crucial to chat openly about money stuff early on in the relationship. You've got to peek at their financial playbook and see if it matches yours. And if you find yourselves doing the money mambo in different shoes, that's the time for a good old heart-to-heart. Getting real about your money goals and understanding where each other stands can avoid turning your relationship into a financial tug-of-war. Setting boundaries and making a joint budget might sound a bit like adulting on steroids, but it's like a roadmap steering you both towards that sweet financial zen. It's teamwork, right? And teamwork makes the dream work, especially when it comes to money. Number 7, stop overspending on a home. Jumping into the overspending on a home game is like playing financial Jenga. It might look impressive, but it's a shaky foundation. Many folks get lured into the idea of a grandiose mansion, thinking it's the golden ticket to happiness and social status. But, surprise, surprise, that oversized dream home can be a one-way ticket to a financial headache. Towering mortgage debt, utility bills that seem to have hit the gym, and surprise maintenance costs popping up like unwanted party guests. The real kicker is becoming house poor, where your entire paycheck is a down payment for your residence, leaving you with little wiggle room for savings or investing. Cue financial vulnerability and a tougher road to stability. To dodge this trap, become a housing budget ninja. Consider not just the mortgage, but the sneaky extras like property taxes, insurance, and maintenance. Don't let the dream home become a nightmare. Maybe renting is your gig, offering flexibility and saving potential. Or opt for a cozier house that won't leave your wallet wheezing. By sidestepping the overspending trap, you're not just house smart, you're crafting a secure financial future. Number 8, conquer the debt beast. Waiting for the perfect debt-free moment is like waiting for a unicorn. It's rare and it might never come. Debt, especially the credit card kind, is a sneaky beast that grows faster than bamboo. The longer you procrastinate paying it off, the more it multiplies thanks to those pesky interest rates. It's like trying to swim upstream. The current just gets stronger. Seriously, being debt-free is like a superpower. It frees up your cash for things that matter, like savings and investments, rather than feeding the debt monster. Plus, it's a stress buster, giving you that zen, "I've got this" feeling about your finances. Start slaying that debt dragon by drawing up a game plan. List out all your debts, sizes, interest rates, and those minimum payments. Then, channel your inner debt-slaying ninja and focus on the high-interest debts first. If it feels like you're juggling too many, merging them into one loan with a lower interest rate might ease the load. Think of it like untangling a knot. The sooner you start, the easier it gets to unravel. So, what steps are you taking to escape the middle-class trap? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe.